Hey, this is Victor Antonio with the Sales Motivation Tip. I heard this story. You've probably heard it before. It's one of my favorite stories. There's a new pastor of a church, right? And for the few hours before the sermon, he's getting ready. He's writing the speech out. He's getting it all ready. And he believes it's going to be one of the best speeches he's ever given. So sure enough, 9 o'clock rolls around in the morning, but he looks out in the congregation as he takes the pulpit, looks right out, and the church is empty. Except all the way towards the back, there's this one farmer just sitting in the pew by himself. So now the pastor doesn't know what to do. Should he deliver his fiery sermon? There's only one person in the church. So he gets down from the pulpit, walks over to the old man, the farmer, says, "Excuse me, sir, I really don't know what to do here. I prepared this, sermon, but you're the only one that showed up." He says, "I don't know if I should give the speech." Well, the farmer says, "Well, Pastor, I don't know much about preaching, but I do know about farming. And I do know that if I'm out in the field and one cow shows up, I'm going to feed him." Well, hearing those words, the pastor says, okay, he's motivated. He goes back up, gets on the pulpit, and delivers for an hour, no, 2 hours, 3 hours, the best sermon he's ever delivered. 3 hours, the guy just delivered the ultimate sermon. And when he's done, he looks into the crowd, which is only one guy, the farmer, and he gets off his pulpit, walks over to the farmer, and he looks at the farmer and says, "What did you think of my sermon?" The farmer says, "Well, Pastor, I don't know much about preaching, but I do know about farming. And I do know that if one cow shows up, I don't dump the whole load on him." Ah, there's the moment. See, sometimes we want to talk to our customers, but we're just dumping so much information on them that they can't really absorb it. Sometimes we have to be careful how much information we're giving our clients. You got to understand, when we overwhelm the senses, overwhelm the brain, or it becomes too complicated or too much, the customer's brain just shuts down. And sometimes we have to pull back on what we're saying and just give them the essential key points. Keep in mind, when you're talking to a customer, you always want to have a narrative. That's a theme that runs through your presentation, a consistent theme. Maybe you want to leapfrog your competition. That's your theme. But you're also going to repeat only 2 or 3 key messages. Not 10, not 20. 2 or 3 key messages you want them to take away from that presentation. When you do it that way, you're not dumping the load on them. You're being very effective in your presentation. This is Victor Antonio with another Sales Influence Tip reminding you, delegate hard when you know how. Take care.